Hello, my name is Stephanie Sue from my English project. I will do analysis for the poem Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night by Dylan Thomas. Sorry, I have a cold, so my voice is not working properly. Anyways, so I'll read you the poem. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Though wise men at their end know dark is right, because their words have forked no lightning, they do not go gentle into that good night. Good men, the last wave by, crying how bright their frail deeds might have danced in a green bay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in flight, and learned too late they grieved it on its way, do not go gentle into that good night. Grave men near death who see with blinding sight, blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. And you, my father, there on the sad height, curse, bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Okay, so my PowerPoint presentation will focus on the theme, diction, and tone of the poem. So, number one is theme. I found death is one of the themes. So in lines 5, dark is right. Dark symbolizes death, means that death is something that can't be avoided, but must be faced, something we struggle to mentally accept. Line 3, dying of the light. Light symbolizes life, means life would always end. So back to death, it has always infested our human minds with fear and sorrow, but through this poem, death is reality and a norm, which is something that must be faced head-on with confidence. It expresses our strong mentality to face death, even if it's physically painful. Physically, it's a concept that leads to pain. Do not go gentle into that good night doesn't subject to death and give in, but it continues to fight it. So the second theme I chose was old age. So in lines 2, old age should burn and rave at close of day. When old age has been reached and death is near, life should still be active and radiant. In lines 17 through 18, grave man near death who see with blinding sight, blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. So it's saying even at old age, when your eyesight is gradually declining, you can still try your best to see the world. So this comparison is called ill-matched, and the poet uses this ill-matched comparison on purpose to represent grave men's attitude towards death. So old age continued. This theme has mental connection to us because we are faced to having to challenge this phase in our lives one day. We mentally aren't prepared and frown upon this concept because we become weak and are considered useless. However, in this poem, our stigma toward old age has been shattered as youthful attitude and emotions are encouraged throughout the piece. We physically are subjected to this becoming weaker, and our eyesight begins to disintegrate as we age. Okay, so our second focus is diction. We're going to look at the contrasting words in the poem. So if you look at the poem, you'll notice like words and phrases in some of the lines of the poem. For example, in lines 1, gentle, good. Line 2, burn, rave. Down to line 10, frail dance. Line 11, rage, rage. Line 22, curse, bless. And again, line 22, fierce tears. So these words and phrases, it displays the opposing forces, just life or death, and further expands on the preconception of being against the norm that death is something to be sad and dark about, that there is no more meaning or value to life. The speaker establishes his goals of desiring his father to rebel against the idea of death with heated passion. So the second diction is the repetition of the poem. And of course, in the poem, do not go gentle into that good night and rage against the dying of the light. You see they repeat a lot in the poem, so they are both expressed the author's strong emotions towards death. The author's choice of words like gentle instead of gently displays the intensity of the poem, because using gently would make the stanza flat. Okay, and last but not least, tone. So in the beginning there was tension and passion, which the tension is do not, passion is rage. So rage is like a warning or an advice to encountering the mysteries of death, to prepare for any surprises by keeping up a strong upfront. In the end is sort of a plead from the author to his father. So I believe in lines, let me see, 23, I believe. And you, my father, there on the sad height, curse, bless me now, with your fierce tears I pray. So it's basically the author pleading his father to continue on strong and give his best for his last breath. And that's it. Thank you.